launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs, and we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. This time next week, we'll be right here recapping all the action from what would be another incredible weekend at the Arnold Classic. And even though we're expecting to see fireworks in the men's open, one of the least talked about stories heading into the weekend is the fact that this lineup doesn't look like it's going to be historically great like we've anticipated a few weeks ago. Since the release of the initial roster, we've seen Rafa Brandao, Nathan Diasha, Mo Shaban, Akeem Williams, and Cedric McMillan all withdraw their names for one reason or another. Those are some big names, and at least one of them probably would have been in contention for a top 3 spot. So it's not like these losses are insignificant. The show is still big and the talent is deep at the top, but it's just not as deep as it could have been, which is a real loss for the fans, but I'm excited anyway. Now, despite all those names we just mentioned who won't be on stage this weekend, one of the people we can count on seeing is William Bonac. The last few updates that we've seen from William's team show the former champ looking like he has every intention of making his name a serious part of the championship conversation at the finals on Saturday, where he'll be looking to add a 3rd Arnold Classic title to his resume. Depending on who you ask, it looks like this is shaping up to be a 3-horse race for the #1 spot. So if Williams ends up taking it, the push that he made during the final stretch of his prep will be a big part of the reason why. I'm sad to say that we have to wish a very melancholy trails to IFBB pro Isaac Qavidel, who passed away last week after losing his battle to sarcoma cancer. If you're a new fan to the bodybuilding world, you may not recognize Isaac, but when he burst onto the scene before his rookie season in 18, there were a lot of people who thought he had the potential to do some incredible things in the sport. Unfortunately, he only had the opportunity to compete once in his pro career before his diagnosis, but to place in the top 10 at the Toronto Pro lineup that featured a handful of future Olympians speaks volumes about what kind of athlete he was. Isaac was just 35 years old and leaves a wife and 6-year-old daughter behind, both of whom I'm sure are devastated. We ask for you to keep Isaac and his family in your thoughts and prayers because I'm sure they greatly appreciate it. And unfortunately, we had another major loss that shocked the bodybuilding community last weekend after the news broke about the tragic and untimely passing of Boston Lloyd at 29 years old. As many of you probably know, Boston had been dealing with stage 5 kidney failure since October of 20, which he openly discussed with us on a podcast last year in case you're interested. As of the time we're taping this, they haven't released an official cause of death, so we're not going to speculate, but we do want to send thoughts and prayers to Boston's wife Ariella and their son Jackson. We ask that you please send your best wishes out to Isaac and Boston's families as they celebrate their lives and mourn their losses during this difficult time. Rest in peace, my friends.